control. Go around it 1,000 times. I'm holding on too tight. Let it go and feel the ride. Is it stupid that I love you when I never felt so way? Was it all just a big mistake? Do I wanna let it happen? Do you wanna just walk away when you feel like my soulmate? But it's so good, and it's so stupid that I love you.
Sit on tight. We'll get it popping in just a moment. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. It's going to be a good one. Grab your pens and papers. It'll be a nice, quick, and short, unlike the last one. We will run for about 30 minutes. A little bit over 30 minutes, 30 to an hour. So stay tuned. See that. Do a few more things and we'll get it going, okay? Walk to the front.
Do I run to the floor? Do I stand in the fire? Or do I have do I let someone else take the fall? 'Cause I'm scared that I'm
Lose it all.
it's so cold. And it's so good. You gotta work for it, work for it. Work for it, work for it. So you
Welcome, everybody. This is your boy, Satoshi motherfucking Heavy, signing in here with a dose of crypto, forex, and stocks. Hope you're ready for this. Like I said, grab your pens and papers. And with that, let us begin. Transition in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Get the music paused. Okay, so what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another dose of crypto, forex, and stocks with your boy Satoshi motherfucking Heavy. So what has happened since the last time we talked? I don't really remember what or when the last time we talked. I'm trying to think. How long ago was that? Oh, it's Tuesday, right? And when was that? Where were we at in price? I need to start making a little note somewhere on this chart. Hold on. When was Tuesday? And Thursday. It's right here. Project. I don't really remember what I said on Tuesday, though. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm not going to reiterate what I was talking about Tuesday. Well, all we're going to discuss today is low time frame, intraday charts, and trades, and see if we have any opportunities poised for us. So my initial analysis in this particular aspect in time is that this is all one single corrective phase, and we're just waiting for it to end and find a conclusion. I think if I remember correctly, I had the idea that the possibility of being the conclusion of this, which it did have that possibility, but the way we reacted from this base and how long we've taken in this little area from this low point made me not believe that this is the top. And I had my secondary idea, because you never assume complexity, you always assume simplicity. Because once you start assuming complexity in the way of analysis, you're going to start things are just not going to work for you. You need to assume simplicity, and then when simple ideas and aspects get invalidated, then you look for complex ideas. So when this high point was made, I was pretty stern on the fact that it was a top, and I did short this, but I think if I remember correctly, I did short this. I ended up closing here. So I thought I was going to run up, make a double top, then come down, and then come back up. That didn't happen, obviously. So I wish I would have held all this way, but it is what it is. So again, we never assume complexity until we get more proof or backing towards a more complex structure. In my opinion, from this low point to this high point and how long it's taken, I think we're going to get this more complex structure. This more complex structure being a W, an X, which is right here, and a Y. So we got to make sure that time works real quick. I could tell already time is becoming an issue. This also could be a triangle. So I'm not too eager to long this, but I'll be more eager to short it, if that makes sense. Just because I just really feel like this trend is down. Okay, so right now, I already did my homework, I already did my work, but I like showing you how I got to this point. So this box right here depicts the time zone that I expected us to find a completion of this pattern. And so far, things look like they're on track. Things look like they're on track. Right? This right here looks like a 5-wave impulse to me. And so this here also looks like a 5-wave impulse, and this could actually be a completed pattern. There. And this breakdown here is not really the cleanest in regards to a 5-wave breakdown, so I'm not really going to run away with that. So how I'm going to trade this particular area is that if price ends up running high, I'm going to short it, because this will complete my idea, being an ABC. And I think that this will go, this will all be 2. So A, B, C, all this like a weird diagonal thing, right? And then it's a contracting flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That will be a sell point, and then to the downside. And that'll complete the idea. Do I believe we're gonna run this high? Not really. My initial idea was that we're gonna bounce off this parallel, but we didn't do that with this move up, and we completed a 5-wave pattern in my opinion. So it's like, is that it? Logically, in terms of price structure and time aspects, we could assume this is a top. As long as this high point here does not get violated, this can be our top. So this is why I'm not necessarily eager to long it, because it can be a top. And so I'm not gonna put myself in that possibility of missing the move I've been trying to hunt this entire time, which is a move down to $8,000 whatever dollars. And so the way I'm going to trade this is, as I said just prior, is if we run up, that will be a very solid sell signal, being that it completed this entire idea. And or the second way I'm going to trade this is that if we break below this week 1 low, I'm going to look for a retest of this week 1 low and short the living piss out of it. Because I believe that we've taken this liquidity down on this week 1 low, which are all these stops, right? That's why we had this pretty good run up. Because all these stops were taken, and so they pushed price back up. And now I believe if we are to re-enter this level, there's not going to be any liquidity left, and therefore price is going to drop and find new liquidity, which I've been looking for this entire time down in this 8,000 area. Looking at, let's see here, I'm trying to see if this could be anything else. This is too small compared to that, I think. Just doing some quick double checks real quick on structure. That actually hit a minimum requirement. That's crazy. Let's do something. Last check. Pretty wild. So I was just checking to see if this degree, this move up, could be of this degree here. So A. This is all B, and this is the last move for C, and it can be. Because I was trying to, you know, this structure right here doesn't really make sense to me exactly how it's forming, so that's why I'm not exactly eager to long it or short it at this particular level. Let's look at indicators real quick, and then we'll move on to ETH, because I'm essentially understanding and have a game plan of what I want to do and what I want to see on Bitcoin in order to enter a trade. Let's look at the 13-minute, my favorite time frame there is. It's looking pretty bearish. Why is it bearish? You might be asking and wondering. Well, from this low point to what we're at, to this rise up, and we're damn near close to that area of interest, which is this upper level and this lower level here on stochastic, and price didn't really go anywhere. Notice how from this low point to this high point, oh wait, let me make sure it's 15-minute. I think it's 60-minute or so. Let's go to 15-minute real quick. Okay, 50-minute actually looks pretty prime for a move up. The 60-minute though looks a little gassed, but in regards to my algorithm, how I enter trades, I cannot short this because this 15-minute stochastic is just too low. I cannot short or long when stochastics are lower. The 15-minute stochastic is low or high. I have to wait for a better entry point with a reset, or you know, price retracing and resetting, etc., etc. So at this point, this is why I'm saying, like, I cannot logically short this level, especially with the possibility that this could still run up, being like a weird contracting flat thing, and this could be 1, this could be 2, this could be 3, this could be 4, this could be 5, and then we go down, right? If this happens, though, if this 5-wave happens, we could take on just a basic ABC, where this is your B, and then therefore we could actually form this more complex 5-wave structure, being that it's has multiple levels of degrees here. You have, like, you could easily depict this 5-wave move up, and you could easily depict this 3-wave move down, and then you would probably easily to be able to depict another 5-wave up, and another, you know, triangle or move down to B4, another 5-wave move up to B5. Being able to depict those microstructures makes it so that C waves have a larger degree and more complex structure, which it can be. So this is why I'm saying I'm not really eager to short this exact level. I need to confirm that either we're done trading in this range and this C wave is not going to happen by going below the week 1 low, and or price runs up and confirms that it's going to be a C wave and I still short it with higher confidence, right? Let's look at a few more indicators. So the 13-minute looks really bearish. The only thing that looks bullish is this double bottom RSI, but I really don't I mean, I do look for divergences on RSI, but to me, the most important thing about my RSI is this gold line and where the blue line and yellow, blue line and white line are in comparison to this gold line. Well, we're below the gold line, which is bearish. It's not good. But the only thing I'm saving the bulls, in my opinion, will probably poise for this possible contracting flat to be confirmed, is that stochastic on the 15 minutes 100% bottomed out, and we got this double bottom on RSI while price is making a higher low on that structure here. So this can confirm an entry point in regards to if you fully believe we're going to run up one more time. But I personally just am not willing to put that on the table as of now. I need more confirmation. So the way I will confirm a possible move up and potentially long it. Like I said, I'm not really eager to long it. I'm more eager to short the move. And I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention to any of your chat box. I mean, I'll pay attention to the chat box in a moment. Just give me a brief moment until all my ideas are laid out. We talk about everything on Bitcoin. In any case, I'll check the chat box and then we'll move on. Okay. So the way I'll confirm this structure as being completed flat is we cannot break this low. I don't want to break this low because that will eliminate this divergence I'm seeing, which will be okay. Because if we break that low, I think that it'll double bottom on this level here and then poise for a possible bounce, but I wouldn't necessarily be hopeful in that it'll hold this low. I would actually be looking for it to violate this week one low, reject, come back and retest it, reject it, and then make more lows. So the way I'm going to actually confirm this bias is I'm going to jump into the 7-minute time frame, throw on my favorite freaking confirmation tool in the whole world called Chevy. Once this flips blue right here, it gives me a buy. It's probably going to be a good buy. Looking at RSI as well, we got some pretty hefty divergence forming. Well, not really. Actually, not really. This is divergence right here. This is not, though. Sorry. This is a slight divergence from there to there. So the way we look for a divergence to be confirmed is we got 0, we got 1, we got 2, X. So a price can start trading above. Why is my computer lagging so bad? Holy crap. Hold on, let me exit out a few things in the background. See if that helps me. Oh, is my VPN on? Hold on. Sometimes my VPN's on and it causes things. I think I had it off though today. Yes, turned it off already. I need to figure out why my computer is being a little slower than typical. Sorry if there's lagging on your end. It's a little bit of lag on my end for some reason. That seems a little slow. I think it's because we have all these indicators on here. Dang, this is actually frozen. Give me a moment. This is literally frozen. This is great. Wow. Come on, man. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay, everything's frozen. Just gonna close out of it and Brave has been giving me problems as of late, and I'm about to give up on it. It's so stupid, literally so stupid. Grinds my gears when that shit happens. Okay, the way we're going to confirm this, again, like I was saying, is if price starts trading over that little X pivot here that I'm depicting about right here, and also flip bullishly, I would actually say this level here, this entire level. If we could do this, so if we could hold this low, you know, we could dip down like that, whatever. But if we come up here and then retest that, I'm going to enter along in that area, set a stop, you know, somewhere right here. And our target at least those highs right here. And be very hopeful. I probably wouldn't hold this long. So I'll be looking to exit here. And then if we get up to that point, I start looking for shorts. Especially if our structure is more complete at that point. Right now, we can't get me complete, but there's too much uncertainty to say we can short here with confidence that it's going to go lower. We need to confirm either directional bias. Right now we can't confirm it. There's no way to confirm it. Unless you're using a different type of trading analysis. But for my type of analysis, nothing is confirmed at this point, so you have to be patient. To me, this is like a possibly like weird ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to be really interested on the reaction on this next low here, especially if we hold this low. And then from that reaction point, come up, retest that level. Then, like I said, I'll enter that long and target up here. But we'll see what happens. That's my game plan on Bitcoin. It's my idea on Bitcoin. To reiterate, if you missed last stream, I'm just going to go over my high time frame count, but I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just going to go over what I'm expecting to see and how I expect it to react in this time. I'm thinking we're in some weird sliding corrective phase where alts are going to continue to be the more favorable thing to play, and we're just going to be continuing bouncing in this channel. And so let me actually remove all these little things here because they're not important to me, and they're kind of causing a weird. So I'll delete that. Delete that. We don't need any of this stuff anymore. Don't even need that. So I think this is one gigantic weird sliding parallel. Let's go here. Let's actually go here. Right there. There's no real like 100% certain way to draw these things. All I'm doing is finding the best fit with some allowance of deviation, which are these little lines here. So in my opinion, we're going to be just continuously bouncing around this channel, this channel. And when we're in this high part, it's more likely that it's going to come and seek this low part. And when we're in this low part, it's more likely we're going to seek this, go back to the other side of the channel. Until this channel is deviated from with significance by at least 30%, then we will assume that we're going to still continue in this channel. And so let's delete these now that you see what I'm trying to see in terms of channeling. What I'm trying to see in terms of Elliott wave structure is that I believe this first move here is a diagonal. Therefore, we're waiting for it to happen, but this move counter moved it, and thus it needs a sister wave to complete this move. This can be like a W, X, Y, which these two are just within the same degree. This is like a 1, a weird 2. Actually, I like this a lot. So this is actually on our table right here. This is double check. I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm curious because this actually works really well. Like really well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we lose 8,600. I am like 100% certain that we're in C wave instead of this B wave here, right here. So if we lose this purple zone here, we're not gonna do what I initially entailed this Tuesday, last Tuesday, where we're gonna bounce in this range, one more scan pump, reject this like pivot right here ish, and then come lower. Because looking at this actually can be a completed flat here. It actually can. So I'll remove these. Right here, A, B, C, or W, X, Y, I'm sorry. This will be C. I actually like this a lot. I may actually make it to my primary because it's more simple than the prior count. The prior count was more complex. So again, we always assume simplicity before complexity. So I'm going to actually jump to this as my primary. A, leading diagonal. B, and a WXY contracting flat. And now we just came down for wave one of wave C here in white. And right now this is wave 2. And this next move to the low side that breaks this weekly low is going to be significantly impulsive. It's so impulsive you won't even imagine. Alright, so be aware. I'll be happy to be wrong. So it looks like we're already invalidating that level, so that's not good. Let's see what happens with the reaction point. So if we could wick like this, fine. This will be fine. We could break that low as long as we close above it. But again, I'm not going to be interested in a long point until this level here is regained. So Let's move on to ETH. Now that we got all of my ideas on Bitcoin, and also I kind of showed you my high time frame idea. So let's go on ETH real quick. This didn't actually happen. This is an idea I proposed a few days ago. It didn't happen. ETH is just looking really bad. Really bad. As of right now, I'm going to still be interested to see what happens on this next low on ETH. I don't know if you saw prior, before I deleted it, I had this A and a B here. Well, oh shit. Okay, let's move forward real quick. Well, that depicts a possibility that we're still in this range, and it's possible, but again, we never assume complexity, so as of right now, I'm going to assume that if this box gets violated, if this box gets violated like this, if we do this, you're shorting that move and you're pressing a stop right here and you're targeting right there. Simple as that. As of right now, I can't really say, okay, I with what uncertain with 100% certainty that this is a very valid short setup to new side, to low side. I cannot say that at this point. My initial idea that this was an A, a B, and a C seems pretty much like it's going to happen, but if you weren't shorting this level here or getting short where we got short up here, then this is no reason. You have no justifiable reason to short this exact level. You're right on support. It makes no sense. So, me and my team, we got short up in this box between 245 and 249. 249 was actually the exact high, which is pretty crazy. Got lucky there. You don't often pick the exact top or bottom, but it tends to happen. So, I have no reason to doubt that this is not going to happen. It's just looking at, this specific one, two. If we hit that low point like that and then come up like this and break there, then this could probably be a 1, a 2, 3, a 4, and a 5, and this will be an A, B, C. And at that point, this will be A, this will be W, this will be X, this will be Y. To create a giant flat. This will be A, this will be B, this will be C. And this will come down very hard. This will be a sell point. No matter what, they're all going to be sell points no matter what. Either now, sooner, or just a little bit later, just being patient, okay? That's my idea on ETH. In terms of intraday, this looks very bearish besides this. Besides the 50-minute stochastic, there's really no reason to think it's going to bounce exactly right now. The only hope is that this is, like I said, like 1, 2. I think that's the only hope. If we start trading below 230, then this is not going to happen. If we get back about 234, then this is probably going to happen. I want to do one more check to see if. Okay, so this can actually be internally. This move to the low side could be internally held, so this could do this. I actually like this still, as corrective and not impulsive. So I'm still with my idea that this is going to be this. A major top, and we're not going to see that top again. And this actually has a chance of being like a weird sliding, running flat. And this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. But I'm not willing to trade that and trend this down. Like I said, we got short up here, down, literally picked the top. So there's no reason for me to flip bias just because I want to catch, a little move. I'd rather let it come against my trade and then double tap it and then look for new lows. But that's essentially it. If we move below 230 now, then this is not going to happen. If we start trading above 244, 245, then this won't happen, and this will end up being an A and a B and a C, like I depicted previously. But we don't assume complexity. We always assume simplicity. So Yeah. Rough. Sheesh. Yeah, see, that's exactly why I didn't want to long it. Exactly why. Bounce off that week 1 low. I needed to close below that low to really confirm that it's going to actually break down. It still has a good chance of being a stupid flat here. Like this. But I'm telling you, Bitcoin's looking like trash. I don't care who says it's bullish. It's not. Alright? Don't believe them. They're going to lead you to the wrong place. So let's go look at Link real quick. So how about that? How about that? So I think this is happening. We're in 4 now. This is going to come like this. And then this might go up one more time, but I won't be betting on it necessarily. I would have to see some pretty hefty divergences between that low with like the 1 hour and 15-minute stochastic both bottoming out here. If all that could happen, then I'll confirm this as a trade setup. But until then, I'm not interested on buying Link at this level. I'm only interested in shorting it down to $7.10-ish. If we move above $8.85, it's invalidated. If we start trading below $7, it's also invalidated. We could wick to $6.88, but we cannot trade below that level. If we trade below that level, this is completely invalidated. We must be within this same degree here, and so just be paying attention to how much price differs from this level here. If it differs vastly, then it's most likely going to come down. If we stay in this range, then it's not differing at all, and we'll be in the same degree, and we'll confirm the setup. So my idea on Link still stands so far, but I think I first started talking about it right here. I said we have a high chance of going to this purple box. We hit this purple box. I said I wouldn't necessarily be swing shorting Link until my idea gets invalidated, or we actually reach our top target of $11 to $14. That's my main target for Link. Reclaiming what? Let's see. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Like, this is... You don't short that. Why? Look at stochastic. You want to short that, man? That's just asking you to be taken for a fucking stop on. To me, this is looking good for this idea here. But I'm not going to long it. I need this level here to be regained. I'm actually going to drop it here. If this level right here is regained, I will long it. But until then, this looks like potential it could go really down or just confirm this flat. So I'm not really eager to risk that. I didn't get on that buy. I wasn't risking that because, like I said, I have a high belief that if price could just start closing below the week 1 low, it'll be very bearish for us. So that's it for our 3 crypto pairs that we've been paying attention to and trading. So let's go over to our Forex charts now, and then we'll get out of here. All right, we'll start with, we're going to talk about Euro USD, CAD USD, and GPD USD. And I think I might want to talk about GPT. Oh, wrong color. GPY, possibly. So we'll start with Euro USD. We'll go on from here. So in my last update, I said that Euro USD was a very, very, very strong sell or short setup. Doesn't mean it's going to be a good, it's going to become fruitful or profitable, but the setup's there. In terms of Elliott Wave perspective, the setup was there, being this is the A, this is the B, we're about to come down for C. So the setup was there, right? To me, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, truncation. We move this here now. This is 1, this is 2. If you didn't get, we got in the short right here. We got in the short, so my team's already short. We're all short right now, but if you haven't gotten in the short, your time's now. You short now, you're setting a stop here, and if you get taken out, you get taken out. But your ultimate target is here. And this is the most logical setup. Like I said, Bitcoin and ETH right now, it's kind of choppy. We have an understanding and belief of where we want price to go, but no clear setup. This is a very clear setup. There's like no doubt about this is a clear setup, and I would not discourage anyone from taking the setup. The only issue is that stop placement is a little high for how low it got. The optimal trade entry was right there or right here, these two levels. Another way I like throwing stops is instead of highs, I use the 786. In terms of Elliott wave, if you retrace more than 68%, it's not impulsive. And right now we're looking for an impulsive phase to the downside. So logically, we can set our stop at the 786 and know that if price were to run up past and into the 786, stopping us out, that our idea that we are in an impulsive phase to the downside is most likely invalid due to the findings and the rules based in Elliott wave. So that could actually help, you know, get that risk reward ratio a little bit better. It's now a 5.20 instead of a 3.2. 3.6. It's 5.0, which is really good. Even at the uppermost target, you still got a 3.0 risk reward ratio, which is really good. Your middle target almost a 4.0, and your lowest target is a 5.0, which is really good R to R. And like I said, the structure seems very, very complete. When I go 1 degree larger, we have even more confluence with the idea this has a really high chance of being a 1, a weird 2. This looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At first I thought it was going to be an A, B, C, but we came down in a 3-way pattern, and then we moved up correctively. So this tells me that we're doing something else, which the most logical and simple way that we could do something else is that we're in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wickoff theory is the best way to get risk reward ratio. I mean, I don't know. I guess. I don't know what the fuck. I don't really give a fuck about Wickoff. In my opinion, the best way to get a good risk reward ratio is understanding order blocks and key. I guess just order blocks. So, like in this aspect, so from this high, you see all these wicks. We came down, right, and pretty aggressively. We broke this little range in less time complexity. Therefore, your order block is right here. And so the way you look how price goes into the order block and rejects it. So the best way, order blocks are by far the best entry points and best exit points. By far, order blocks are. By far. And they usually point for the best setups with best risk to reward ratio. Why? Because if like me and my team, we saw this. We saw this happening. I saw this high. We marked this order block out. And we shorted this level because I thought this was the move I was supposed to get into this level. And it was just not enough juice. But I guess I was wrong. I was a little impatient there. I should have just been a little bit more patient. Got the optimal trade entry. But look how well that would have worked. And all you do is place your stop outside that level. Because the idea is that on this, the reason why price reversed is because big money, big orders, got all their positions filled here, and therefore price reversed. The only reason why price moves is because big money moves price. It's the only reason. And so if you find where their orders are absorbed or placed, you can place your orders inside that block with confidence, knowing that they're going to do whatever it takes to not let that level be violated. And therefore, with that understanding, you can really, 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 really get your stops extremely tight to those order blocks, like right there. Like right there. And short any move into that level that's bearish. You got a little what do you call that? Shooting star right there on a 1 hour. That's a bearish candle, right? That would have been a good setup. So, order blocks by far. And this is why all these levels are marked, because they're order blocks. It's an order block. That's an order block. That's an order block. That's an order block. Right? So that's why all these levels are marked. They're order blocks. If you're looking for a reversal, in my opinion, I won't look for a reversal until its lower point is reached. But order blocks are by far the best way to get best risk to reward. Anyways, Euro USD seems pretty good. Moving on. Oh, well, we could look at indicators too. Like I said, 15-minute looks pretty bottomed out right now. Or that hourly? It's the hourly looks bottomed out. So I'll be cautious. I'm a little scam pump there, like that. So just be cautious if you're trying to go heavy right there. Just be very cautious that we might have a little scam pump. Looking at the RSI, rejected a slow line. Looks like it was 5 hour, hanging on for dear life. Double top RSI, bear zone. X pivots right here. So a price could get below this level and reject it, and then it's probably going to streak this next pivot. Looking at the 13 minutes, I want to see if I see OG Chevy. What's OG Chevy saying here? Let's go to hourly on OG Chevy. We got a sell signal on OG Chevy on the top. Last I gave a buy signal here. OG Chevy has us in the sell, and right now it's a pretty good sell because right now our candles are red, are yellow and orange. As soon as it turns yellow, that's pretty good confirmation that this actually can accelerate to the downside. So I'm liking the setup a lot. This trade was really good. I think it's going to poise for a really good opportunity. In my opinion, this still looks like this is now GPD, GPY. I still believe that we're going to do this at some point. Come up here, reject. The reason why I think that because this order block caused this entire sell-off and it has not been retested. And I think price wants to go into that to fill those orders again and then come back down. So, and this in itself looks corrective. So, and this right here does not look impulsive. So I think this is internally held. And so I'm thinking this is like this. It's going to be A, B, and a weird C, and then coming down. I'll be interested on longing this thing if we could start trading above 135-ish. This looks like an ABC. Boom. B. I think it's going to actually come a little bit lower. I'm going to watch this trend line here. Let me tell you why I'm thinking it might come lower than initially entailed. So I'm going to watch that one. I'm going to watch this one as well. I think this one's going to be doing the bounces. So this is all corrective phase. I think it's not done. The reason why I believe that is because this move here looks like a flat. I think this is a really good setup too. I might actually take this short as well. Little flat. Your stop will be here. I like this a lot. A, B, C. Let's see the R to R. If R to R is 3, we take it. Okay? If R to R is not 3, we don't take it. Stop at the 786 of that move down. What's the 786 of this move down? This is the market. It's right there. Boom. Not quite R to R. We want the target you'd be looking for is a fresh order block. It should probably be right there. If not here. If we get to this, if our target was this one, it'll be good. But I'm very cautious on this order block right here. It's kind of has confluence with this trend line. So I think that opportunity to short that has passed, and therefore we should just wait on this one. If we get to these two order blocks, watch for a reaction. If you see long wicks in these order blocks like this, and then price move up against it, then it's a pretty good setup to go long, anticipating that it's going to be an ABC like this. This right here, this does not look corrective. I mean impulsive. This first move was, but I'm thinking it's because it's part of this move, and then we're going to just finish it off here. Yep. So GBP USD came right back into us. So we long, I think it was right here. We longed this. It moved up, came back into us, moved up again. I don't like this, so I'm going to pull this one off the table. I'm actually going to exit this for basically no gain. I'm thinking very similarly to what is going to happen here. This is going to be the same thing, kind of. A, B, C. I'm going to be watching this order block here. Well, speed more precise on the order block. Let's go to a 5 hour. there. Go mark this 5 hour order block real quick. It's not really a good one. This is a pretty shitty one right here, but it's all good. This one also. This one already got tapped. Go to 1 hour, dive a little bit deeper, see if we can find any more context. That one. And that one. So those are your 5 hour order blocks, and then in your 5 hour order blocks, you have your hourly order block. So this is your 5 hour order block, this is your 5 hour order block. Here's your 1 hour order block. Oh shit. Here's your 1 hour order block. So I'm thinking price is gonna want to, it already tapped this order block, so I'm not gonna be confident in it holding. I'm thinking at least by bare minimum it'll come to the slow side, if not all the way down to this downside. All this structure right here looks bearish on the top, so I'm really with this idea. And it wants to come down here before another move up. So you go A, B, C. And this will be a flat, and then another sell signal right there. Which I've been looking for and been hoping for is going to happen. So I've been stalking this idea. Just now figuring out what's happening in a lower time frame to really give us an idea and strong confidence in what we're trying to look for and see. Alright. Let's go to USD CAD and we'll get out of here. Ooh, it's a good move. That's 5 waves right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very curious to why that is there. I'm wondering if, because this didn't break that low, so it doesn't make me very confident that this is a new trending piece. I'm thinking this is all one move. All this from this low to wherever this is going to finish is going to be one move. And then you're going to want to fade this being an A, a B, and a C. I just don't have confidence in this order block being the order block that takes us to do higher highs above this high here at 137. I think we're going to have to retest the move that made this entire thing happen, which is down here. Right there. Come to that order block, and then we can move up. So if look at our indicators, they're really topped out right now, so it's not looking very good. For some reason, USD CAD loves to really follow my RSI on the 1 hour, so that by itself has been pretty profitable for us, so, or for me, just by literally just following this stupid thing. And this helps too. Shorts, just got a buy here. It's a little late on the buy. Shorts, buy here. It's a little late on the sell. I should have flipped bullish there. I should have won a buy here as well. Anyways, it's my idea in USD CAD. I think we're in some gigantic, complex corrective phase like this. I'm not going to go into it to understand that this is what I'm thinking we're in. And we're in this corrective phase like this. But doesn't mean we can't trade it. Well, we know what kind of environment we're in. Alright, let's check the last thing here. There's time. Time's right on time. So for any two adjacent moves to be of the same degree, they must mimic each other within 1/3 of time. If the deviation starts going further, then that means that there's the move or the pattern you're studying is of a different degree, and therefore you should look for other ideas. Understanding degree is very important for Elliott wave trading because, in my opinion, just understanding of degree is better than understanding of counting waves, because then you can just look at price patterns and you can see if you understand that price moves in impulses and corrections, then that's all you need to know. And now it's just all fitting into blocks because those are the same degree. Why? Look at time. Look at time. They all mimic each other in time. Boom. Boom. All within the system of compatibility, which is this range here. All of them. So they're within the same degree. And why do we assume that? Because they're adjacent. How they're adjacent? Well, the moves connected to each other. It's A connected to this B. It's B connected to this C. They're adjacent. Anyways, I think that is it. Sums up everything I wanted to talk about today. Again, this is the midweek type of thing where we only discuss low time frame intraday day trades and opportunities. And if you are here for more of a long-term swing trading perspective, that's for Sunday. Look for swing trade setups and ideas. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Bitcoin chart and then see if anyone has any last-minute questions to ask me in the next like 3 minutes. And if I get no question answered to me or asked to me rather, or request, then I'll go ahead and start the music and roll us out of here. All right. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll stay here for the next 3 to 5 minutes until I figure out no one wants to ask any questions. Okay. Look at that. What a great potential. But I'm still not confident in that because I'm still thinking this could be a fucking flat right here. Right now, I'll just bullshit with y'all until the next 5 minutes, and then after the 5 minutes is gone and no one asks any questions, we'll get out of here. All right. By the way, yeah, this entire range has been very unfavorable for like momentum traders and stuff like that. But for price action traders and Elliott traders who can understand corrective phases, it's been very, very opportunistic. However, I will say that I have not traded this as well as I would have initially thought I would have. That's my fault, though. It's honestly my fault. It's my fault I'm not trusting myself. Because a lot of times I just didn't trust myself. I pulled out early, or I pulled out for a small loss, and it ends up being a win. I'm like, just trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust the system. Trust the process, man. As long as you do your checks, it should be fine. So, it looks like I'm not going to get any questions answered or asked right now. So, I think this is our time to wrap it up and get out of here. I've been talking for about an hour, so that's perfectly on time, right on time. Not too much, not too long, not too little. So we're perfectly on time. How do you usually calculate your position sizing? Well, to me, it's okay. So for me, let's just say, let's say I bought here. Let's say I'm buying here. Right, whatever, $9,100. I bought $9,100. Well, I need to find out where I'm wrong and where I want to place my stop. All right, so like I said, my one rule for Elliott wave trade, if we can't buy in at an optimal trade entry, which are lows and highs, or on order blocks, then we look for retracement, Elliott wave retracement rules. So right there at this level will be our stop. Right, boom. Oh shit. It's actually a really cool tool that I think is for free that you could actually use. I'll help you with this. Hold on. Let's just pretend we have a $10,000 trading account. And our targets at least a 3-to-1 are. Stops there. So at this point, the way I do it is that with $10,000, I know that 1% of my entire, or let's say we're gonna allow for a 3% drawdown, which is $300. So we know that $300 is the max amount of money we can lose if we have a $10,000 trading account, because $300 is 3% of 10,000, and we don't want to lose more than 3% on any particular trade. And so, how was it going to? It's easier to do with ETH, but then you just take your level, so the difference of this area, which is $40. I think that's it. $40. Yeah, $40. So we got $40 here, right? So the $40 difference. So if you were to buy one whole Bitcoin, and it were to move from here to here, you will lose $40, right? I'm kind of throwing a blank here. I'm gonna pull out my tool here. Hold on, give me a second. This here literally helps. Somewhere in here. Hold on, give me a second. Right here, boom. So let's say entry price 2100. Stop 90.60. Targets 9240. It's easier with ETH. It's easier with coins that are smaller because then you could understand that, okay, like if you bought, it was the same idea. If you know, if ETH was trading at 250 and you bought at 250 and your stop was at 245, well, the difference between your stop and the entry point is $5. And then you just find out how many times $5 can go into 300. Well, $5 can go into 300. $60 times, so you could hold 60 Ethereum. I think with this one, you would be able to hold like 3 Bitcoins like that, or very close to it. Ooh, let's change our risk to hold on. Long stop entry. 10,000. 3. Okay, so yeah, so your position size is quite significant. That's pretty large. But you're only risking 300 still, which is good because our position size 10,000. Take profits 9240. 68, so 68,250 is the position size of this. With minimizing that aspect. That seems kind of off though. But that's just use this tool. I think this tool helps a lot of people. This is what I tell my members to use because it works very well. I think it's for free too. Let's go to type in Sean Nats on TradingView. Go to his indicators or whatever scripts, and then go to position size calculator and click on it. Works pretty. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure it's working how it should be. So. That just seems like pretty large. Like I said, it's easier to understand with smaller numbers. Like with ETH is way easier. Like say we're entry price is right here 230, 232. Stop. Let's just say stop is 228. Oops. So that's 5 difference. Portfolio 3 right there. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 30 lap targets. It's not giving you your position size here, which is weird. But like I said, it's easier with this because then you can just do simple math and it works that fine. So you'd have your $10,000 portfolio, trading portfolio. 228 is our stop, whatever. Looking for a 3 to R at least, right there, right. Our max drawdown is $300 because that's 3% of 10,000. Therefore, from here to here is $5. And so how many times can 5 go into 300? Well, like it says 60, so your position size is 60 ETH. So I hope that kind of clears it up. I want to peep that real quick. Actually. What up, Noza? What the hell are those? No volume? Yeah. That's a good play. It's not the one I want though. I'm still very proud about that trade right there. That was all also done publicly for free on my website at www.com. Elevate-trading.com. That looks a tad bullish, to be honest with you. Tad bullish. No. I see it. I see diagonal. Possible diagonal. Watch the little ABC here, then nuke. ABC. If you trade above the 78.6, then it's invalidated, but watch the golden pockets reject. If you're looking for an entry, this is how you set yourself up. Stop right above that. Then you're targeting way the fuck down here. Like, this is a great fucking setup. Great. You don't get many of these setups often. Like, very often. You don't get many of them. But this is a fucking phenomenal setup. If you're trading this. Absolutely phenomenal. Potential lean diagonal. What we're banking on is the fact that this move here, from this high to this low, broke this range in less time and complexity. Yes, it happened here, and it was violated and invalidated, but it is what it is. The system doesn't work all the time, but it does work most of the time. So we broke this in less time and complexity. Therefore, we're going to want to find out where our order block lies. It'll be at this highest, most bullish candle, which is that one, but I don't like that. That's too high for me. But that's where it is. It is that one. It is for a fact that one. Yeah, as long as price stays below this level here, we're good. So you could argue that a more logical stop will be in this order block, but I like that 786. I think that usually plays for a good setup. So I'm liking this. I guess I'll NDX. Let's look at NAS. Nope. It's coming up to your dailies in the zone of interest for a short setup. Major bearish divergence. Not too bad divergence there. Some divergence here. So 0, 1, 2. This is X. So in order to confirm divergence on the highest degree, you would want price to start trading below there. Am I looking at the right chart? Yeah, let's say this doesn't look right. Way to correct me there, bud. US NAS 100. Okay, that makes more sense. That looks like this is what? Like this looks like nothing at what you're saying. That is. Look at this. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely atrocious. Atrocious. Oh, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting price action. Fucking horrible. Like. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I mean, it went up, but like fuck. Talk about gut wrenching. If you're a bag holder, this gut wrenching moves. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. When did I let go? Yeah, this is one crazy pattern here. This is a straight like fuckery. Like, it's like, dear Lord. Lord. It's like, is this gonna happen like this? I don't know. It's just, I don't like this. I wouldn't be able to count this with confidence, to be honest with you. I just know that this is corrective. This price action is not impulsive, it's corrective. And at the end of this corrective phase, it's gonna be very violent. That's all I know. I don't know exactly what it's doing, how to count it. If I were to argue though, W, X, Y. W, X, Y. W, a weird sliding X, Y. But coming out the top, this is not really an impulse. This is 3 waves, clearly 3 waves. Very interesting. But this did do exactly what we thought. So it broke a range, less time and complexity, and that gives us the opportunity to even start thinking about reversal. Again, I'd be very curious on those levels rejecting. NAS 100, that move, that 3-way move doesn't really like scream at me, impulsive phase, but that's because I'm trying to look for a 5-way pattern. It isn't always happening that way. So the best way is just using the idea of value range theory logic, and that simply that we broke the range of less time complexity. Therefore, if we could hold the X pivot on the top side, which is about right there, and that level there as a rejection point, then this most likely will turn over. That, because this could be A, B, C. Another corrective phase. A, B, C. It does not have to be an impulse. It does not. I in fact actually believe this is going to be a correction like this, whatever, and then another move, and then your actual move to that degree. It's not going to be that big, obviously, but just saying, in terms of price patterns like that. Yeah, if you're talking from this low point, yeah, it looks like a Y, X, Y, zigzag, some complex sliding X, another zigzag or flat. So, looking at our indicators, again, our 5-hour looks pretty bearish underneath the gold. Pretty sure we got a sell signal on Chevy. A sell signal here on Chevy, and we're yellow, which is our strong sell signal. It's not always going to give you a good trade. Like, where's a wash? Like, that's a wash. Good trade initially, but then it came back at you. Same with this one. Good trade initially, but came back at you. All these buys were solid, though. It should have been a buy there, too. Buy, good trade. Buy, good trade. Buy, good trade. Really good trade. Buy, good trade. Buy, really good trade. Short will be a good short. I like it because we're hinting yellow momentum. 5-hour looks pretty bearish. We got bearish momentum ticks. And structure seems fairly complete, so I like that. Talk about a... Oh my gosh. That's my fault for being a little pussy right there. Again, I'm telling you, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, man. I need to stop being a little pussy. Sorry for my language, but like, damn. That was an optimal trade entry based on the Elliott wave. Why? Hit that order block. And it did so in the 3-way pattern. I just couldn't make sense of this exact area right here. This is really complex to me. Middle section of that trend is not as steep as the initial move up, so it seems corrective. Are you talking about NASDAQ? The middle section of that trend is not as steep. I'm assuming you're talking about that, and I agree. From somewhere over here, it started a corrective phase. I think it was right here. Then it started a new impulsive phase. But yeah, As I saw your message pop up. Oh shit. So appreciate it. Anyways, I think that is it. And all we have to say. I'm pretty confident it's gonna run up into this area now. So I might take this, watch for a little pullback, take this long. This looks like a pretty good setup to go. Let's get explode off these tops. So I don't like how drastically different that stop is. So the way I would personally trade it is I'll use it 786. Strong move here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch for 5. We're gonna come here. 5. I'm gonna buy this retrace. I'm gonna hope that this retrace is gonna make a low point in New York session, and then go for long. All right. So with that, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all immensely. And yeah, I think that's it. I think we're done. So we have a possible trade entry. I should have just trusted myself, but it is what it is. It happens. I had a fairly good belief that this wasn't done. I just couldn't really make sense of this, so it threw me off right there. This little area right here threw me off enough to not make me confident in that buy. If this would have done this here, it went up, down, up, did that, then I would have bought that low. But this was just it was probably a WXY, A, B, C. It's just, it is what it is. Can't get mad. To me, that's more important. So be patient, stocking it, see what happens. All right. So with that, my friends, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all, especially the people who are always coming and rocking in with me. Hope you've been enjoying these streams. Like I said, we're back on schedule, so anticipate these happening every Sunday at around 10 to 12 a.m. Excuse me, Mountain Standard Time. And then again, look for me to stream every Tuesday and Thursday, anywhere from 8 to about 9:30, 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get us out of here. So make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and drop me a comment in the comment section on upload. Make sure to retweet my post, whatever, etc., etc. Show some love. Get more eyes on what I do. And I'll catch y'all next time, okay? Make sure to keep listening to your health officials in the United States or anywhere in the world, in fact. Don't be naive, don't be ignorant on the fact of what's happening around the world. Just understand it is what it is, and you have to just be precautioned about it. So with that, thank you all for tuning in. It's been your boy Satoshi Mother Effin Heavy with a dose of crypto, stocks, and Forex. And until next time, I'll see you there. All right, much love.